guessing, but
I'm waiting for Gore Hunter's running musket fire staff, so he says he's ranged DPS. I'm gonna see if he's ever done siege before.
Who?
We really need to fill that last siege spot.
Who?
Gone Hunter 7, but he hasn't answered me yet.
Never heard of him.
I mean,
He was at the Tree Man farm. I told him to sign up.
Okay. Is that where you're right now?
No, I just left.
Oops. Oh, I see. Gone under 7. Yeah. He's chilling here in Restless right now. Grakfor is here too. But Grakfor is 57.
Do you have any focus food?
Question about the game. So when you have something that does ice damage, like you have a weapon that says does ice damage on hit, does that slow at all? Or is it just
I think
just
it might
converted
depend
into
on
ice?
the other skill set that you get. I'm looking at one.
Seemed like it did. So because I have a Warhammer that I haven't used in a minute, but
No, I'm just waiting.
it was
I think Civ is coming.
okay. It was
What- What ability are you specifically calling out?
so it was a Warhammer that I had that came with the ice
Oh.
damage feature, and it had blue ice on the hammer itself. And so when I hit other ads, it
Yes.
showed the foot with a line through it, like the debuff on them. So I was wondering if it slows them as well as applies ice damage. Do you know that about that debuffs or weapons that come like that?
I don't know anything.
I don't
I
think-
didn't think that did that, but it might.
I don't think it does.
Huh?
I
Must
think
have been.
all it does
It was
is
applying a debuff. It looked like.
because you have like the gem on it, right? That
Yeah. Not
converts it.
one that I put on it. It came that way. It was like one of those weapons that
I
you
think
can't
that
swap
might
out the
be
gems.
I think that might be tied to the chain frost. I don't know though.
I think
Does-
that the way that the gems work, if you have like something that's like ice, the benefit is like if the enemy is not ice, and I don't think it applies like a slow damage. I don't, and this is the other thing. I don't think that any of the passives that you get through a skill tree work if it's a different weapon. So if you're having like a hammer weapon, I don't think any of the passives would work for like a frost if you've leveled that up. But I could be wrong.
Also, the game's buggy as fuck, so who knows?
Yeah,
Nothing works
I
the
could
way
have
it
swore I'll
says.
have to try it again. Right, it doesn't explain the game doesn't do that. It doesn't always explain everything that something does, or there's hidden damage somewhere
Yeah.
else. Like, but I could have swore that when I was hitting ads with the hammer, that the chain attack that it says does every 2 seconds was applying the debuff, which I don't know all the debuff signals or the symbols either. Like that's one thing that they should have that in the game. They should have like a place you can go to look at what does this image mean for the debuffs.
You would
You know?
imagine that they would have a quest line that described all of that stuff
Yes,
for you.
I know. There's so many, and you can't hover over them with your mouse. You just see them above your health bar.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm slowed. I think my damage is reduced. I think my damage reduction is reduced. I don't know.
Instead, they give you like 8 paragraphs that you have to read and then decipher all of that to learn, like, oh yeah, corrupted enemies are this, and like you have to use this thing to do.
Why
more
don't they just
damage.
color coordinate everything? If
If
you're
you hit
bleeding,
it-
it's red.
Yeah.
Because
If
they're
you're
bad at their
poisoned, it's
job.
green.
Yeah, I know what poison looks like, which I learned later on. I know that, there's blight, and then bleed, and burn, and everything else. Like I know
You
those
can
look
hover over
like,
them with your
but I
mouse
don't
and
I
it'll
don't
tell you what
recognize
they
all
are.
the debuffs.
They're bad at their jobs, is why.
If only.
So anyways, I could have swore that the hammer was doing that. That it was that on the enemies from the chain attack of the hammer that had the ice feature was showing the foot with the line through it, which I believe that means slow.
That would make very much sense. A foot with a line through it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
If you hit escape and hover over it, it'll tell you what it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll have to go find out about that. I'm gonna grab that out of my storage and figure that out then.
But I can't play the game while I'm checking the
When I'm playing,
debuffs.
yeah, when you're pressing escape, you can't really continue a fight.
Is Talorn signed up? No, I don't think he is. I'm gonna tell him to.
Who?
Talorn,
Lord,
barely breathing.
we played with him before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loopy is saying he can't talk or hear anything. Can somebody look at him?
Who?
Loppy.
Are they? Yeah, they're in Discord.
Lobby?
They can't hear anything in Discord.
Yeah. Loppy. Is
I'll
there
talk to
permission? He
them.
says, "Is there permissions to hear, talk, and chat because I can't hear and I can my
It's
mic
their
is
issue.
working."
I'll check them through it.
Civ is signed up.
Good.
Frost, Fire Mage.
Cross fire range.
Yeah, we want to pick him up.
I sent him a message. He hasn't responded back yet. So.
We're actually
Yeah,
asking
Loopy
in
left.
faction what level for the war. Should I say 50 plus or 60?
We're
55 plus.
pretty much full of 60s now. We have a couple people at 55 plus waiting to get in.
No, I'm back. Get out of here.
Is Saviv? So you said Saviv was ice staff, ice gauntlet. What?
Ice, fire.
Can Rajasi or Mark pull people down from the lobby?
Do you know what his gear score is? Oh, there you go. You gave it to me. Never mind. I got it.
Probably like 530 or higher.
533.
I have mixed match on my gear score, so it's not super accurate.
This color.
Ouch.
Can
I got a
someone
little puzzle.
drag the people that are in the lobby that are signed up for more down?
Yep, I'm on.
Thank you.
Anybody have any focus food? I have some con, but that's about it.
I-
I could use any focus or con food you guys have.
I have a 20 on 16 focus for 40 minutes.
I would
That'll
take
work.
that. How much you want for it?
I'll just give it to you.
Oh, thanks. Where you at?
I am currently by the statue in Brightwood.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till we get in there. I'm.
Does
I
anybody
will-
have the
I-
40
I
pound
can't-
food for the war?
I can't trade in there.
Oh,
Can you pass me one?
I don't have the ASAP to get there. It's all good. I'll just use my 30
Where
con
where
food.
are you?
I'm right next to the warboard and
Oh, okay.
restless. Yeah. I literally signed up for war and then got off and went to work. Yeah, how the buffs and debuffs didn't show up for the longest time. It pissed me off. Then I realized you could move your mouse when you hit the escape button, so I hovered over it at that point and it worked.
I'll have to do that on the next ones because I think that's probably the best way to learn.
Did they nerf healing?
Not yet, but it will
On
be
the
on the next.
PTR.
I
Yeah.
was like having a rough time keeping myself alive this morning for some reason. Like it was way worse than usual for some reason.
How's everyone feel about mages getting gutted?
Hmm.
I feel bad about anyone getting gutted. I don't think
I
it's
don't mind
doing
it.
Flame Pillar is still my prime choice. It isn't gutted yet.
Yeah, I think it's just shifting the meta a bit. It's not even like they're not even going to be bad.
Pillar
The-
meteor shower.
I have a refreshing pillar of fire on my hat, which reduces cooldown of pillar of fire by 12% per enemy hit and 3 hits max, but also with the spiking into that, it double hits. So then I can get 36 times 2, which is 72 percent off of my cooldown. And then you also have the heavy fire staff, which reduces cooldown by like 12%. So basically you just do Refreshing Pillar of Fire, AoE, heavy attack, Refreshing Pillar of Fire, AoE, heavy attack, and it's kind of broken.
Sure. I hear that paladins are getting gutted too.
I heard they're actually getting
The whole-
nerfed.
Yes, gutted and nerfed is the same.
Gutted. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said better.
Gutted.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't hear the gutted. I thought they said
Healing's
better.
getting nerfed,
Yeah.
and then
People wearing heavy armor with heals is not going to be as good.
yeah.
Not that they are
Well,
very much
it's
buffing
still
light
gonna be
armor.
good, but it's
Mm.
yeah. Light armor and heavy medium armor is gonna get buffed.
You're
Which is
you're
good.
still gonna see pretty tanky people with medium. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
as bad.
Which is good. I'm happy with that. They can be tanky, but not like Swidex and a 6 of us trying to kill him.
Indestructible.
Tanky. That was a lot. Ugh.
Yeah, but
I'll do
I
that.
mean, even he was complaining about the spear. So
I know. I'm happy with that.
I'm a pure
A spear is a
contract that can
spear.
be pulled in if you need somebody.
Where's HDK?
someone spam
Yeah, he hasn't been online
Discord
yet.
for this. Oh yeah, I see.
HDK will not be here.
Aw.
Remark, you're making the calls?
Is he gonna be here
There
for
is a group of us.
tomorrow's war? Assuming that it's for tomorrow.
Brightwoods or Cutlass?
Cutlass.
Are we doing that?
We're I'm gonna go down and finish Cutlass after the war. So like
too.
everyone here is welcome to come.
Are we going over this chat here pretty soon?
We can trade inside,
Yes.
right?
We'll be
No.
doing
Or do I
that
need- do I
about
need to buy the
7
40
minutes prior
con
to the
food?
war.
If anybody doesn't have 40 con food, I'm gonna buy it.
You should be able to trade in there. I traded in there yesterday.
You can trade if you don't go to the armory first.
Okay. What is the? Does anybody know the name of name of what food gives you 40 con?
It's
Uh,
like
Roasted
uh,
rabbit with seasoned vegetables.
It's what?
Roasted
Rabbit.
rabbit with seasoned vegetables.
You can narrow it down by attribute
I
point
thought
and
it
then
was
tier.
GNU fish.
That's strength.
Oh, it's
That's
not that,
strength.
strength.
Oh.
Maybe go over strat at
Oh, I
like
only see
7
the
minutes
recipe.
left while we prepare.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
do it
try
at
to
8
get
minutes prior.
everybody in the Discord. Let's work on that.
Mm.
Oh, it's not the recipe. Yeah.
Oh,
47.
somebody already said it 8 minutes ago.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's about 100 gold to make that food.
Oh, okay. Everfall's the only place that has it. I'll just
What food?
The usual.
roasted
con.
roasted rabbit with something vegetables. It's 150 gold to get it in Everfall, but I'm not there.
40 con food.
Is anybody in Everfall and pick it up for me?
No. Nope.
If you want, you can. I'll take the dex food you have. I'll give you the 40 const. If you still have that.
If I had the dex food on me,
Or actually, yeah, Killa has it. I could just grab one
Yeah,
from Killa, I guess.
I'll pay. Yeah, I'll go in and pay whoever.
I'll give you
Has
my
it.
con food. I haven't used
Cool.
it yet.
I just need 40. Gets me above 300.
Yeah, it's better for you to have it than me to have it.
Yeah, because I get the bonus.
So do we remove the yellow people that got auto put in?
There's no yellows on the list.
Oh yeah.
Sauce, I'm going to the northeast gate or
Okay.
east
Some of them
gate.
got. Some of them got. But we didn't. Somehow they got. At last minute, a bunch of people got
I'm
removed
here.
from the war.
There are
And then
some
they
sub 60s in
rejoined.
there.
Oh, sec.
I
Killer
can't
got
trade
me.
with you.
Killer got
Okay.
me first.
We have no. We only have 160 on the board, and that's coolers. So,
I'm a
Wrong one,
60.
my
I'm
bad.
on the board.
Yeah, there's Frosty's Edge too.
Frosty
Frosty wasn't
can't
going to be
make it
here.
tonight.
He can't make it.
But
He had something pop up, or maybe he's here. I don't know.
no, he's not active. So.
but there's like a bunch of sub 60s. Well, not a bunch. There's several.
Right, we just don't have any 60s to put in instead of them, though.
I'm a 60 that's not in.
Because I can't trade.
What's your name?
Alexarian.
Oh,
I'm number
fuck.
3 on the list. I'm a full con tank.
Maybe you only get one trade.
Really?
Oh, it says I already have a pending trade invite. Interesting.
Oh, that's why.
If I log out to the main screen, does it kick me from the war, or does it give me grace?
I believe it kicks you.
There's
We
two
still have time.
sub-60s in group 2.
Time for
I'm
what?
just gonna Alt F4 quick then, so that I
Why?
can try. I'm
Right, I
bugged
got
right now,
accepted.
so I need to be able to trade with Sauce.
Is Coolers here?
What group did I end up in? 2. Alright.
Okay, in about a minute and a half, I'll start going over strategy.
So Sergeant Bagel looks like here. The only other person we have that's not 60 is 56.
Anybody
Get
in
this
here
is- you
need
guys get
Dex
7?
food?
The Cylinders does.
Yeah, I
Sid's
already
been
got
in.
cylinders.
He got me.
Civ?
Sid's been in.
Oh, I see. Cive's in there. Okay.
And they brought me in, which I feel sorry for the sub 60, but
No, I messaged them. I'm the one that removed him and put you in. And I messaged them and told them.
Who got brought in?
me, 'cause I was a 60 and they had some sub 60s, and
Okay. And who are
I'm in
you?
group 2 is a full con tank.
There are 2 people in the lobby.
Who's the full con tank in group 2?
Alexarian. So you can move me if you
Gotcha.
need to.
No. I just wanted to see who was talking to, so I can familiarize myself with people's voices.
Can you talk to Dr. Ablord? I never got a chance to talk to him. He got auto assigned. Can you talk to him, Suficio, in message and see if he wants to be
Oh, Dr. Abelard?
Yeah, talk to him and see if he wants to be siege. Do we have anybody else that wants to be siege? That's not currently in group 10?
So I'm
Wait.
guessing. So with the siege as well, once we do capture all 3 points, we're gonna take the center gate. Is that the plan?
No.
I'll go over it. So can we cut comms right now? Okay, I'm gonna go over the
I'll
strategy.
I'll start typing it out.
Okay, so everyone in this Discord, if you are here, put yourself on push to talk or mute. I don't want any sort of background noise during the war, cluttering the war comms. So today, myself and Mark and we doing main callouts. NW and Chill is going to be the decoy group, so he'll do comms for half the army. Uncle Zhao is on main group with the anti-flanks, and Malbane and Socho, you're also free and welcome to make callouts as well as Cylindrus. Everyone else, try to keep comms non-cluttered, but if you really do need to make emergency call out, feel free to do so. So the main strategy today is a split push A and C. So we're going to do groups 1 to 4 is the decoy group. So you guys will line up out the group main gate to the south. No haste pot, walk out to attack C, and NW and Chill will make call out to leave when you need to rotate. Your main goal is to pull as many people as you can, and please call out if you see rotations outside of that point. Secondary goal is to put Inferno traps between point B and C, but that's not your main priority. But your goal is to survive and make sure to try and maintain the rotations at C. So the main group 6 to 10, that's the main group. So we'll be going out the back gate and we'll be walking out the back. We won't be doing haste pots until we're in line of sight, full attack onto A. By default, we'll be doing a full take on the main point and pushing. That means we want CCs on point, AoEs on point. We'll push to the backside. If there is a main group there, we'll try and pull people off the point, do a slow push, and kill any sort of stragglers, and then we'll do a main push a bit later. But we want to try and take the main point as quick as possible before the rotations come. If there's people on the back line, we need a couple hammer users disrupting their back line. If you see siege weapons, if you're a sniper or ranged DPS, try and disrupt them, throw poison or fire to get them off. And then these, when we take the points, we'll be rotating to the nearest point as a group. If we get wiped in our strategy, we'll either want to do a full push and regroup or another split push. And we'll just have to sort of make calls and figure it out as things happen.
What teams are pushing at what point?
So groups 1 to 4 is the decoy out the main gate to C. 6 to 10 is the main group out the back gate. That's the north gate.
Okay.
So the fort strategy, we're going to do decoy groups. Again, groups 1 to 4 to the main gate with the siege. And we're going to do groups 6 to 10 out to the back gates.
North
We'll
gate,
take down
and we
both
gotta-
doors.
Okay.
Siege outside of the main doors and firing into the point.
I'm guessing that
Or
point
into
is
the
A,
fort.
or whatever the farthest left.
Yeah, whatever the main gate is, the middle gate on the fort.
Okay.
Again, make sure you save your haste until it gets called out. So for the decoy group, that's when you have to rotate from C back to A. For the main group, when it gets in sight, I'll call it out. We'll haste onto the point.
So group goes out to C. We wait in the north gate. Once they make the call, everybody leaves the gate, goes to A, and we put
No,
siege down there.
The main group will be leaving right away. It'll take us a bit
Okay,
longer
we are
since we have to
leaving right
walk all the way around.
Gotcha.
Hopefully that gives them enough time to rotate from everywhere else to C.
Okay.
On respawn, try and wait for your group. 3 to 5 pushes a group. Don't go in alone. If there's lag, use your abilities regardless. It'll go through anyway. Is there any questions?
When we exit the main gate, C will be on our left, right?
I believe so.
How about the traps?
Yeah, so we're gonna want to try and put traps between points C and B, so decoy group C and B, and then between A and B if we can. Secondary goal, don't die for it though.
He changed that last night. He said they should not put it between B and C. They should put it in front of C.
Okay, sure. Remember, when we try to push on point, we'll try to push to the back side of the point, closest to the fort. Last but not least, it is a group effort. If you have calls to make, let's try and do this as effectively as possible. And good luck.
Try not to crowd around the gate at the start.
Tanks, make sure you have your shields up on point.
Buy your haste pots, siege, buy your siege now. Siege is going to be with the main group out the back gate.
Out of the back gate, we're going left or right?
We'll be going left.
Cool. Scooby Dooby's here.
What if you die?
If you die, come back to the point, wait for a small group, but then if we start wiping, we'll have to regroup as a main force and either do split push or full push.
The strategy with
Depends where the main
respawn,
force is.
you said something about when you respawn, wait to go out as a group. Is that the smartest thing?
Like a small
Not
group.
going out
I'm
one
not
at a
saying
time.
like a main force, but
Right.
Like 3 people.
Going
at a
Just
with-
time.
don't go out by yourself.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Because I've been doing that, and I'm probably not making as much of an impact as if 5 people show up on a point at a time instead of just
Yeah, if-
one and one and one.
If we're pushing like a point and we're making progress, obviously get back to the fight as soon as you can.
Of course, that makes
Have
sense.
we done a roll call to make sure everyone that's in the raid is here?
Did not.
In the last 10 seconds, everyone remember to pop their food.
Real quick, for Siege Team, do you want us to focus on one type of siege?
Cannons.
Fire cannon, just that.
And buy repair parts and focus on making sure you repair them and you upgrade them.
Upgrade. When we capture a point, also remember to dismantle, so we don't leave them out. Taking up cap.
We can And we can, and if the mages or range DPS can shoot the sieges on their side, that's fine too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prioritize.
Really, the only call outs I'm going to be making is if we need help on siege. That's pretty much it. I still haven't heard back from Dr. Abelard if he wanted to be in the siege group or not, so I guess he's stuck with us.
Yeah, and NWHL, you have your mic on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. So we'll wait for your call to haste onto point.
Okay. Me among a few others, since I'm light armor, I might get to point first. I'll probably just CC the anchors, mess with them for a little bit, wait for a big rush, and then I'll call out a haste.
Okay.
All right, everyone, remember to pop food now. And GG.
Good luck, dude. Good luck.
Good luck, have fun, guys.
Envision a map that is purple.
Let's win this.
I like that.
No, don't go out. No, wait. The back gate. Come back. Wait.
I thought we were going out right away.
We're going out right away.
We should wait for them to call the
He
push.
said go right away.
Yeah, let's go. Let's circle.
The longer we take to move, the more setup they get too.
We're going to point A.
Looks like they're calling. All right.
They're scanning.
Let's haste up. Let's haste up.
Yep, haste up. Let's go into point on A. Push past this first group. Looks like it's only 2 groups here. Push past, get onto the main point. I only see 1 group, 1 point right now. Get
We
CCs
got
on
siege
point.
on A.
CCs and heals on
I
point.
need siege protection. Thank you.
Push
Thank
to the
you.
second half.
Body on point.
Body's on point. We're wiping them. We're wiping them. We need someone interrupting their back line.
We got a 10-second restart.
More bodies on point. More bodies on point, please.
You see decoy group as
If
well.
you're ranged DPS, sit on the fringe of the point.
And again, if you die,
Phelan's down, good.
Respawn 5.
wait for a
You
small
die,
group.
die now.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Anyone
Back
spawning,
to
be
C.
aware they've got main gate camped, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
go
us.
out one
Wiping
the
on
side
A.
gate. Keep up the push on A. Great. Rotate to B, rotate to B. Leave the stragglers, rotate to B. Anti-flank team, if you can delay as much as possible.
They are camping front gate still.
Yeah, go out the side.
Leave out the side gates.
Yep. Are we going to B?
Yeah.
Yo, we're pushing B.
To dismantle.
Already ceased.
Respawn in 3. Respawn in 3.
Main gate's clear.
Thank you.
Remember, you can respawn on the rally point and buy stuff.
Range DPS take out their siege if you see it.
We need heals on point.
Too many stragglers still at A. Let's need to rotate.
C's at 30%.
Yeah, keep
Keep
pressure
up
them
on
on B.
You need pressure on their back
Cut
line.
off from B.
If you're rotating from A, go on their back line. Just trying to rotate to C, watch out.
Nice job collapsing on the back line.
Respawn 5.
C was wiped. Okay, I think we're getting wiped. We need to reset here. Regroup. Slow, push back from B. Push back from B. Slowly back up. Anyone responding, we need a full group to go to C.
Respawn in 10.
Don't go out the front main gate. They're camping it again.
Outside left.
Yep.
We're gonna push C.
Let's get a group together before we head out.
Okay, spot on to C if you can.
Okay, let's go.
If you're still alive, delay the rotation, please.
We only have one deployable down and one seat lifted down.
Yep.
We don't have any
Double
bodies
siege.
here. We're gonna need to flood it before they get here.
We're setting up siege on C right now.
Massive numbers pushing from B.
Not
I
that
have a
rotation.
siege at C, but I had to go back.
Kill this guy on the siege.
Remember, get on that back line if there's no one there.
We need help on our back line on C.
Respawn 15.
Respawn in 4.
We
it's
wept
going
their
good.
black flag
Yep,
line.
yep, C's going good. I'm still gonna set up siege on C.
Everyone on the
Everyone?
point on
Yeah,
C.
bodies on point. Bodies
Okay.
on point.
Okay.
Heals on point. Get vortexes and executes.
Way more bodies on point. Unless there's a big respawn.
Starting to push us back on C.
Yep.
Looks like we got a bunch on B that's taking.
There's an opportunity to spawn at C and hug the wall. Or hug it, spawn at A and hug the wall.
Respawn in 10.
We're still pushing on C.
I just died and we're down.
They're on our side of C.
Okay, back up. Everyone back up. He wasn't on C yet.
We need to regroup.
Yeah, we need to regroup.
They cleared us on C.
Okay, if you're respawning, spawn on A, go to the back line of B. The rest of us will push from the main gate to B.
They're rotating.
They've got some guys starting
They're
to stack
leaving
outside the
C.
main gate. We need to go outside right gate.
Yeah, go out the left gate if you need to. Watch the rotation from the left side.
10-second respawn. What's the push?
We're trying to clear a main gate right now.
They've got so many pushed up on main gate. Probably 25.
Yeah, Right,
Want me?
flank to.
Do not exit main gate.
You gotta leave C and then somehow go back to B.
Respawn
Feint
10.
to C.
They're rotating.
We're too spread out in our response. I think.
Yeah, we need to push.
I think we'll need to regroup in the main floor. And,
Can we haste to C? I'm ready to put a siege down on C if y'all are ready to push it.
We need to regroup and then push as the main force.
yeah, well, let's respawn at the war camp. Maybe decoy group spawn at A, keep pushing from that side, but the main attack force spawn at the fort.
We spawn in 10.
Wait at the east gate or left gate.
Let's group 5 through 10 spawn in war camp and come to the gate so we can push speed together.
Decoy group keep spawning on A. Keep pushing from that side. Grab his spots if you need them now.
Shit.
Okay, that's good. Push. Let's go.
Where are we going?
C.
B. Okay.
Pushing out from left gate
Yeah,
to C.
they're still busy at the gate, so that's a good time.
He's spot up right now. Push past these guys right onto point.
Looks like they're rotating over now.
Wipe these guys on the back of the point. We need to do this before the main rotation comes.
They're coming.
Need hammers in the back line.
25
Grab, grab
respawn.
bodies on point.
Spawn siege.
You need CC on the back of the point.
Bodies on C.
Yeah.
Yeah, more bodies. Whoever's on C, just try delay rotation. Everyone else start going to B.
They've wiped us on C.
Yeah, they're taking out siege now.
Yep, we lost our siege.
Let's see if we can wipe these guys on B before they come.
Yep.
Here comes the
Try to stop
rotation from C.
You gonna pick them off? Yep, nice job.
Need hammers in the back line.
Working on it.
Bodies on point, we're taking it.
15-20 wave coming from C, be ready.
Almost wiped point, good job.
And more bodies on point. CC on point. Seconds to respawn. Executes on point.
Nice push, guys. I can see it. Good job.
Starting to push him back. Keep it going.
Getting attacked on siege.
Front line needs help.
There's not many at some point.
Yeah, we need more guard at some point.
Huge fight going on in the back line between main gate and C or B. Are we no longer people on B?
I'm on B.
Are you?
Yep.
Alright,
Somehow.
I'll pick back up.
Somehow I'm still here.
Yeah, we got a small group of us up here.
They're at the front gate of B, right next to B. They're
Front gate is
5 or 6 of them there.
Falling on rally point then.
I'm gonna die now. Yep. Respawns 32.
Jesus.
Or 2.
Okay, B's wiped me to regroup.
A bunch of us respawned at A, so we're moving back to B from behind.
What's this group about to spawn gonna do? Push B or push C?
Let's proceed, proceed.
Yeah,
Let the group spawn at A.
Or a bunch on B,
Decoy them.
sorry.
Yeah, just keep them busy on B. Stay alive.
This is where we take it.
Big push to C right now. Please do the side if you can. Can we get anyone who's who just spawned on siege to get some siege on C?
Yep, coming there right now.
I just
Oh,
placed
that's
one.
There's just one. Delay the rotation a little longer, please.
Oh, there's
Everyone on
shit
point
there.
on C.
Is there any? I can't see from here if there's
Yes,
anyone
on
to see.
They're letting us have it. They're all naked on the wall dancing.
What?
What?
We
Surprise!
took B and we're about to take C.
Oh, can I move my siege?
Don't kill them. Just finish this. They're letting us have it.
Yeah, we'll just we'll go through the main gate.
Are we going in from C?
Might as well just go in main gate so that all our siege can set up.
Yeah, just go through main gate.
Can you
That's
make a
fine,
damage on
yeah.
those repeaters?
Yo, who are we taking this from?
Green?
I think we owe him big time for this.
This is Roger. Send your thanks to him. It's his old guild, essentially. That he
And he just-
controls them.
What's his
Well, I'm
main
gonna
guild?
knock him off the wall with the siege.
Division. It's Division and what are they called?
Rebel Alliance?
They're not even trying to defend point.
Yeah, Rebel Republic. Rebel Republic.
But I count that. High active.
Body's on point.
Oh, I died.
Need more bodies.
The bloodbath.
9-1 none, but not for
GG.
me.
You know what, guys? They let
Nice.
us have it, but the initial push was good.
It was
I know
good,
really well.
honestly.
Yeah, we got 1 point and before they pulled out.
1 point before
Regal.
like the 23-minute mark too, which I think is like a
Yeah.
decent.
That was a pretty good objective.
For those
push.
that
GG, y'all.
oh my god, Civ, fuck you. For those that care, Anglers is finishing the push in Cutlass Keys, and we're gonna
Yeah.
declare there tonight.
Yeah, please help out Cutlass Keys for the pushing the zone. Thanks everyone for coming to the war. I appreciate it. We had some things to work on after the first point, obviously, but you know what? It worked for the first push, so we did well there.
I think we did a lot better this time in being more organized also.
Yeah, everywhere we're getting better. So
I think the next time I'm just as like when they're set up like on the front gate like that, we can just spawn it. If we have A already, we could just spawn at A and go from there. I think that was a good move.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah, because like
They're focused on the gates.
if you hug the fortress, their fortress, like they can't hit you with their repeaters, and then you could just basically take out everybody going like in because they can only respawn in certain places. It's a huge Green used to do that a lot. Is spawning on those locations, hugging the fortress.
I just have to say, someone's got a loud ass keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
They just need a better gate threshold through Discord to not pick up background noise.
All right, GG's.
But yeah,
GG's, everybody.
Everybody, you know, thanks for everybody showing up. Thanks for the good work everybody did. I appreciate it.
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
I'll be back in a little bit.
It's super fun. Good job, everybody.
I think HTK is watching his stream, so when he comes back maybe this weekend, we can do a little debrief.
I OBS'd mine, so I was gonna send it to Uncle Zhao and see if I can get some advice about like what I'm doing on point and stuff. So
You know, I think when they're overextending from the point, maybe that's when we do the everyone spawn in A, rotate along the wall
behind them, yeah.
Yeah, get in behind them, take out the healers first, and then
Because that's something that Green does quite a bit. They push that front gate quite a bit. So
yeah, it's the Yellow does it too. It's the overconfidence. They start pushing because they know they can wiping us.
Well, the staggered push was good in the first bit. We have to still iron out what we need to do after that.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's the first push was great. I think you know, I think I don't know who else got VODs of it or whatever, but
yeah,
I
no,
think you do the same thing, just stagger. Sorry, it's just stagger push, but like have everybody leave immediately. You don't have to wait. Like if people use haste pots, they'll get there fast, and then there'll be calls of like, oh, everybody's over here, and then I don't think you need to delay very much at the beginning.
Are we gonna finish pushing out PvP missions in Cutlass?
Yes, that's where I'm going right now.
Can someone send me a group? I'll
You have to be flagged for those groups. So as soon as
I'll flag.
I'm heading there right now.
I'll put an action faction chat if anybody
So
wants to send me a group.
Send me a
Yeah,
message.
there'll probably be like a few groups going. For most people, you'll probably just want to do the disrupt or the intel and the stabilize.
Yeah, there's not enough boards for everybody.
And I'm gonna head over to Angler's Cove.
Yep.
All right, guys. I'm out. We'll be moving to the members channel. Thanks everyone for coming again.
Nice job on calls for Mark.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks for organizing, Malvin, again.
No problem. We actually had people sign up earlier this time. I feel like we had 30 people signed up and put in before I had to show back up an hour before. So.
Mm-hmm. And people were on Discord before the war, so that was nice.
Getting better.
Uncle, I didn't hear your voice enough.
Wow.
So disappointing you.
What?
Just kidding. Just kidding. Wow, shot calling as a DPS is fucking hard. I think.
Yeah, because you can't see what's going on.
I spent way too much time in the dead screen, and I can't see what the fuck's going on, so I couldn't make any calls. How'd your group do, Uncle? There's Joe. Did you guys get to the back line?
Yeah, we did, but they were trying to push our backline, right? Siege.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hard for us to go from their backline to our backline.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, I
problem.
think
So
we
I
need a
think we need
separate
another
group.
team to
Yeah,
do
for
the
sure.
flank.
It's really hard to keep track of your group members in the middle of all of that too.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, who's this?
Shut up
Yo.
after the war? What is this?
I watched the whole thing. I was there supporting you.
New numbers. Who's this?
Oh my god. The one
Good
and
job.
only.
The first point was pretty good.
That was so fast.
Yeah, we took it in like
Very
what,
quick, yeah.
5 minutes?
But they pushed up on the middle gate and people were still coming out of the middle gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have pushed.
Yeah.
We should have pushed. We called it out not to do that, but people still were doing it. So.
Yeah, I watched because I was watching also Rocky's stream.
You're here.
And he even said like, "Oh, they're still coming out the mid gate. This is easy." Like their whole team was killing them one by one once they come out the mid gate.
Yeah.
And then I think they were calling for help. Maybe I don't know, but I see some people coming from the side as well to help attack that force that's pushed up all the way. If you just, I mean, not you, but the whole team just hastes out to one point, they have to fall back off of it.
I think that was the decoy group, because the main group was like grouping inside the camp.
Yeah,
And
we
we
had
did
we
like
had one
a
to
push
yeah.
C.
But I mean, we don't need to fight that middle group though. Up at the fort.
No, we did call it. I think we should have called it sooner. To regroup at the left gate.
I was eating, so I didn't hear like much of the calls. Just watching.
The one criticism for the initial push though is that I don't know if anyone hasted behind me, and there's only 3 of us on point for a good 10 seconds. and I feel like that shouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Maybe they bought cleansing potions instead.
I've done that before, not gonna lie.
Wow.
Cleanse. Then how come I can't run fast?
Because most anchor groups just wait on point, so I feel like if we just bum rush them, CC them, clear them up before the rotations happen, like I think that's probably the best way to rush.
Also I saw like at least 10 people running the Voidband set, like pushing our back line. It's so hard for us to like kill them.
Yeah, think how rich they are too, and how much money they're making from those properties to feed their guys.
Oh yeah, they're rich as F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how did everyone feel after that? Like the other people?
I think we learned some stuff. I think when they go open the gate like that, and if we have taken a point and they pushed up on a gate like that, if we rotate from the point that we won at, they didn't expect, at least they didn't suspect that at all when we were coming over there from A to B.
Yeah.
So I think we got to have that as in our pocket as a thing we can call. It's like everybody spawn on A and then come behind and do that, because then that lets us kill their healers and everything else right away, because we come up from behind them up the wall and we kill them all. That was a good move at the very end before they gave up, before they handed it to us.
Was it really obvious that they gave up? Did
Oh
get
yeah,
a
they
civilian
were on
there?
they were naked on the wall.
Wow.
But I mean, but they fought hard the first 15 minutes, though. I don't think they gave us anything for the first 15. I thought they did everything they could.
So we earned
I think,
C.
We
Yeah.
earned C, yeah.
Oh, A. Yeah, we
Or
earned
A.
A.
We earned whatever.
We earned A.
And we came
We were
super
earning C.
close. We came super close to getting another point. Like we were like maybe 15% from getting another point one time.
I think they were just letting us cap the point so they can practice trying to cap the center point. Because as soon as we made it inside, they start fighting back again.
Oh, I see. But
yeah, it was fun.
What did everyone else think? Were they like, "Oh, that was a waste," or?
No.
Yeah, if he's out,
Everyone else
No, it
seems
was
fine.
pretty positive still.
Yeah, 700 coins in my pocket right now.
Yeah, it's worth.
So the other guys are happy. Yo, I saw Demon up there at number 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he's number 2.
Yo, what an improvement! That's the story, man. That's our propaganda right there.
The mage is getting nerfed.
Yeah.
Yo, when are you coming back so I don't fall off the leaderboard?
Yeah, that's hard, right?
I need to run full con build, man. There's no way. There's no way I can beat DPS at the same time.
Yeah. Tough. I'll be back tomorrow night.
Alright. Wow.
Bye.
Wow, I'll see you at 2 a.m., man.
Not 2 a.m. Like 8.
2 a.m.'s technically tomorrow.
You'll be back
Yeah.
on at 8 a.m. All right.
2.
Who am I gonna run Imperial Palace with tonight if you're not on?
Exactly.
Pardon?
How are we going to function without your leadership and running us through Imperial Palace?
I don't think I make Imperial Palace easier. Make it harder.
It's not like I can't believe you're going out and having a life. What is this?
Yeah, I was contemplating installing New World here.
Worth.
That might not go over well.
It may not be the best, but you should do it.
Yeah.
Wait.
I
Maybe
heard that.
we'd have you here permanently then.
No. I don't think I'll like that either. Do we have another thing I noticed is do we have the furnishing so I can get that star metal chest?
Sarah's working on it still. She's not here at the moment, but she was up at 136 last I heard.
Okay.
So she's
Still close.
actively pushing, getting closer.
Okay.
So, do we still want to upgrade the cooking station today? That's still the plan.
Oh, whatever's like $100, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just to put things on the boards.
Right.
and then take Brightwood, and then somehow magically lose Restless before the upkeep comes.
You know, it's
Just-
yeah. I think having it here for people to do stuff in is still good. I think even if it costs us a little bit of money.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? I get 10% gathering bonus here.
I mean, it's just like it's if we have to sell a bag to pay for the price. I mean, I just like I don't think that's that big a deal, really. I guess I mean,
I don't think it actually is a loss. I think they make like because the invasion downgrade, I think they make 7 or 8 grand, and the upkeep is much less than that. It's like 5 grand. So I don't know. You can check the sheets. Just make sure you don't push up the upkeep like way too high.
yeah, I just started the kitchen upgrade. It was $100, so
Yeah. And those buffs, those town buffs, they don't. Well, no one has a house there, so.
yeah, they don't work if you have a house.
I'm thinking about buying a house.
Yeah, I might buy a 5K house here because I could just always just give it away later on. Right? It's not like a bunch of money. If we have this for a while, it'll be worth it, right?
How much is a 5K? It'd be like 4K?
Yeah, it'd be 4K.
Well, it might be worth it.
And the and the cost won't be very much. So, and I'm actually need to I mean, like I'm actually planning on doing all my forging and all my stuff here. So it's good to have. It would be good to have a recall here, even if it's not the best recall. You know, because you can reset it with Azoth or whatever else. This place does have a tier 5 forge, so you can do all your cool shit here. You know what I'm saying? You can do
Hey.
your.
Go ahead.
It
that make
has a
sense?
tier 5 forge.
Yeah. This place has been upgraded quite a bit. They must have upgraded before they took Westwall because I don't think they've upgraded it since. But they have they have a tier 5 arcane repository. They have a tier 5 smelter, and they have a tier 5 stonecutter table. So there's stuff here that's usable. They also have a tier 4 outfitter station, a tier 4 loom, and a tier 4 tannery. So you can do a lot of stuff here. If you have your house here or have your inn here, we can come back here and do all our stuff and I'll put all that money we've been putting in other people's treasuries. We can put it in our treasury, right?
Yeah.
So we can use it. I mean, like I think if we just did all our stuff here, all our smelting here and all our stone cutting here, you know, we could maybe make this place break even or make a little money. So, especially if we can get some other purple people to do the same thing. If we can get some other people to live out of here, we'd be good. I don't know.
Yeah, I
How
think
hard
that's
that'll
good.
be.
I don't think it'd be too hard. I mean, it's purple, so it's cheaper to travel there anyways.
Yeah. I have to look. I think I'm broke today. All those it looks like a bunch of stuff sold because I'm up to $5,000. Yeah,
Hey,
I've
Melvin,
always liked this
when
town. I mean,
you-
honestly, I just think the territory around it is pretty junk. So, but you know, the extra 5% luck, man. I might have to go to some of these places to see if I can get some hit some boxes, right? There's a 46 place, right? You can hit boxes there. I'm trying to get the extra luck use. Wonder what you think the 50% luck is just 5% luck, or is it 0.5% luck? Probably 0.5%, right?
I have no idea. Anyways, I gotta go, but
See you,
it was
buddy.
fun watching.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, see you guys.
Hey, see you, man. Hey, Melvin, when are you planning to do jewel crafting again?
Whenever. The food's only $6, so I can pretty much do it whenever.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought originally thought the food was like $100, and my wife told me that I was crazy. Told me the price is only $6 a pop, so it really
That's
doesn't.
easy.
It's like $6 doesn't really affect me. It doesn't, whatever. So I can do it at any time.
Okay.
I'm working on, but I'm gonna buy a house probably this weekend, and I'm gonna that gives me another armoring trophy, which gives me
Mhm.
another 3 points. So it'll give me instead. Right now I'm 581 to 600. when I get this other house and I get the other armoring trophy, that'll give me like 584 to 600. So it gives you a little bit. I think my understanding is that when the points are equally able to be hit, right? So if I take off 3 points, it basically gives you like a 15% chance. It takes away 15. It takes away 3 of the choices, so it gives you more chance to get the epic item, the legendary. So
Right.
then I
Okay.
have to just try to find these books somewhere.
Is that like the engineering tools, but for jewel crafting?
Yeah, there's an armory journal. That's what I need. I need to
Right.
hit 45 chests. So I'm actually thinking I'm gonna try to hit this Eridamus a bunch. I'm gonna get my third house, get all luck trophies up, get all my luck gear, and try to hit these Eridamus because it's in 46. So the chest in there should be able to drop the armorer's journal. So I'm gonna try hitting that thing every day. I know it's not the best thing to hit for us for like leveling, like high levels, but I need that armor book. I need 3 of them. So.
Okay,
Hey,
I want to make a
remark. I thought you did. I thought there was a minute there when people started talking and saying whatever they were going to say, and then you sort of cut them all off and just came back. That was really good.
Yeah, when I wasn't talking, it's because I was dead and I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, you
like I
can't.
couldn't see anything, so I
Yeah.
can't make any calls.
And and then we got to start. Like I think that in that point when we have to start saying more. Like I think we didn't do enough. Like, okay, I see this. People who were supposed to be calling didn't say, okay, there are a bunch of people here, a bunch of people there. We need to give more feedback, I think, during the thing. too.
Yeah, I mean that would help. I mean it certainly shouldn't be just Richard or I or 3 of us doing it. It needs to be a team effort.
hmm But yeah, I was pretty happy with the day's performance in the first 15 minutes. I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it was pretty
I'm
organized.
happy.
Quickly got
And
everyone
a bunch of
together.
people, and just the signing up early, and a lot of people I already had on the sheet from the last time, so it was really easy. I just sent them. It's like, hey, are you still this spec? Are you still this weapons? Are you still this gear score? And pretty much everybody but one person up their gear score by 10 points since the last war. So like in a week.
Mhm.
That's a big. I bet you Green's doing better than that because they have all that money coming in, but still making progress is making progress, right?
I think because I was using the spreadsheet before the war, I think would help if there were like a master list of all of the people that we know that we can refer
Right.
to, and I could just control F find if they're in that list. Because we
Yeah,
have
I was going to do
some in some
I was going
spreadsheets.
to have the company base info. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the company base info, and then I'll also do one for allies info, so that you
Mhm.
can F5 it on the whole sheet. I think can do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, all right, I gotta log into work. I start working in 15 minutes. So
Okay. I just wanted to say I need to craft an amulet and earring at some point. It doesn't have to be today, but
Okay.
at some point.
I'm gonna try to buy the house. If you want, if you can wait till tomorrow, I'm gonna try to buy the house tonight or tomorrow and put that extra armor trophy in there. So that'll just give
Sure.
you a better chance of getting the legendary. If you can wait till tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. I'll be back on later on, but I'm gonna get off for a while when I log on to work.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
I'm gonna take a break a little bit. Go back to the Discord and I'll be back a bit later. Hoo-wee.
Damn.
I think I have leftover pizza. I'll be right back.
Pizza? It's my pizza. I'm hungry too. So
Fuck,
Ryan,
that was
how was
hard.
it?
That was fucking hard, Richard.
Yeah. It's hard healing you guys. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think Jal's right. Like, we can't do their backline and protect our backline at the same time.
No, there needs to be 2 separate groups for that.
Because I like every time I tried to go between the two, I'd die in the middle.
Yeah, and it takes too much time. It takes too much time to go from their backline to our backline.
Yeah.
If our backline needs help, by the time we get there, it's too late.
That's what I was thinking. Like, how are you guys gonna cut across to their backline and then back to our backline? Like, I didn't see it happening, but
Yeah.
I was caught. Sorry.
Were we group 9 or 8?
Group 9.
Okay. I was gonna say because if we were Group 8, Group 9 could be the back line. Like we're anti. If we're in that war, we were the anti-flank group. Our main priority should have been protecting the back line. So if we set up a separate flank group, right?
Honestly, I think you guys should be flank group instead of anti-flank. We'll give anti-flank to someone else.
Yeah, I mean we could do that. Doesn't. The harder job, I think, should be for us. I think.
I need to figure out how to do more damage, how to kill people faster.
Well, if the numbers will be interesting once the PTR changes hit live, because like they said, they're basically they're heavily nerfing mage stuff, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, like it's. I don't know if
Well,
that'll
you-
matter too much. Like I'm just comparing myself to other people using hammer and axe.
Right. Have you tried asking Joe for some pointers?
Yeah, I should I should ask him. Maybe I should. I feel like we should do some set up some duels or something to get better at PvP.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like you can do full man 5v5 duels. I think. Pretty sure.
Right.
I think that would be very useful for flank team in particular. Also, I think I need to switch to I think I need to switch my gear from heavy
From heavy? Why?
From heavy?
to medium.
What's Joe running?
I don't know what Joe's running.
I think you should keep mainly heavy armor, but yeah, you should run medium set.
Like to get the medium dodge, right?
To get the medium dodge, yeah, because it is
Yeah,
really
well,
good.
well then, in order for me to do that, I would only need, like, I can only do the heavy chest. Everything else is medium/light. I think.
I think you can do 2 heavy and 3 medium, or like 2 heavy, 2 medium, 1 light. I used to do that. Actually, I might be doing that now. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, man. I'll try to ask Malbane when I can craft some stuff. He won't stop talking.
He seems like he kind of likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that are like that.
Yeah, he
Socho?
talks a
Yeah.
lot.
Guy doesn't stop talking. Like holy shit.
Dude, they asked me, because I was in Discord like half an hour, 40 minutes before. They're like, hey, can we go over the strat again, like really quick? And I'm like, okay, sure. And then they won't stop talking, so I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
shit.
See, that's the thing. Like they'll say something, and then they'll like the part where they usually stop talking, and then you let the other person talk. They'll just suddenly start talking about something else. Like it's like a tangent. They'll just start going on tangents.
Yeah.
There's no breaks in their speech pattern. You know, like normal people. When normal people talk to each other, you'll break
like-
every once in a while.
You know, like how when you have like your mind, your train of thoughts going like 100 miles per hour, and you're just kind of like the words are just flowing out of the mouth, right? It feels like that. Like you're just saying whatever comes to your mind, like as soon as it hits your mind, it comes out of your mouth.
Flowing out the mouth.
I wanted to ask you, Riley, about the jewels. If I want to craft myself like a top end amulet, for instance, like what kind of materials am I looking at here?
If you want 580 to 600, you need Asmodium.
Like how much Asmodium?
12 Asmodium. 12 or 16, I don't remember. It's just Asmodium and the gem.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's pretty simple. But that's 12.
It's simple, but
per-
Asmodium is fucking expensive if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is worth it. It's worth getting your mining up because getting 100, of each Tolvium and Cinnabar doesn't take all that long.
I'm trying, man. Fucking. I'm like I was working on mining earlier. I was doing some star metal runs, so I made a little bit of progress, but it takes a while.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time today at fucking Tree Guy 2.0, and man, he was being fucking stingy today.
This is the shit I hate. Like, the Tree Guy 2.0 is not worth because he's just too stingy. Even 1.0 is pretty stingy.
I like Tentacle Guy, but we need you can't just do it. You need at least 3 or 4 people.
What if there's the 3 of us call?
We could, because I think Riley does some pretty good range damage, but yeah, we'd have to try it. Tentacle Guy's nice because he's close to Reekwater. He's really easy to get to.
Problem is, I'm not spec for range DPS.
Neither am I. I literally was using a level 1 fire staff with no intelligence, and I was hitting him for 800 to 1000 damage shot. Bring a bow or a musket if you want to work on it, but bring it back up fire staff, because bring something that doesn't rely on ammo as a backup.
Man, shot calling is fucking stressful.
Well, I mean, it worked out. You did pretty well.
Yeah, I think you did.
Comms in general were pretty clean today.
Yeah.
Other callouts. Well, I wish there was more callouts after the initial push though, because again, I was fucking dead half the time.
HDK was saying he's transferring the governorship to you now.
Whoa. No.
He's he was announcing that he's stepping down.
And then I will announce that I am also stepping down.
He was like, they've accepted Riley in a leadership role. My plan is complete.
God damn it.
Fuck, it's so tough, man. It's so tough when we get those callouts that, it's everyone on point as a healer. Because I get on point, I throw down heals, but I tend to die really quickly. It's a tough call, man, because it's you either go on point and help push it, or you sit back and heal the point. I don't know.
Trust me, I know that feeling because it's oh shit. It's either I sit in the AoE and I yo-yo, or I sit on the edge and then I die pretty easy because no one's healing me at that point.
Hard judgment calls, man. I guess it's even worse when you're the shot caller.
Yeah, I really do think if you're gonna be shot calling, you need to be con build, con heavy armor to survive. Preferably strength, I think. Meaning I don't want to do it no more.
Lol. I'm actually kind of curious to see, because Malbane said he recorded it from his point of view. I'm actually kind of curious to see that. Just because I'm kind of curious to see how Malbane plays through the war.
I'm curious to see how everyone plays through the war.
Well, I mean, yeah. Ideally, if everyone record their own thing, I'd like to see it.
But hey, Richard, so you understand what I'm talking about when I say it's super hard to keep track of your teammates.
Yes, but I think the hardest thing for me is it's hard, but it's doable. You just have to quickly check the map to see where they are, because a couple times throughout the war, I just quickly opened the map to see where they are, and I kind of have a feel for it. It's not easy because they're you can't rely on the icons like usual, but it's doable. The hardest thing is when people die. Like we're dying, and then like we can't regroup, right? But when I die, I quickly check to see where everyone is, and I just sort of work my way around to where they are.
It's so hard
Yes.
because when you're wiping off point, it's a hard call to like wait for everyone or like to just keep reinforcing.
Yeah.
This is especially hard because none of us have actually like been through a war with experienced people.
Yeah, it's true. Oh,
Like,
Richard has. And Richard has.
But he hasn't been in a lot of them, right?
No, it was only like maybe 1 or 2 with LOL. And it's I would say the biggest difference between when I was doing it with LOL and now in the guild, it's like I think the biggest difference is they were extremely tight with their comms, extremely tight with their strategies on the fly, and like the shot calls were like I don't know how to describe it, but they were like on point, right? It's really tight on the calls, really tight on the organization, and obviously individual people were just better geared and like just better. Like right? Their guys knew how to PvP. They knew their roles. They knew how to PvP. They were better geared. But above all, I'd say they were just really tight with their comms, really tight with their organization. And they were really good at adapting on the fly. Like, really good. Like, when... Those times when you're like, oh, we're wiping on point A, everyone go C, they were really good at that. Like, he would make the call and everyone would just, like, immediately switch over.
Oh.
That's I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest key to winning, is being able to adapt as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Because really what it is you're trying to hit the defenders before they can adapt, so you have to adapt quicker than they do.
That's the thing. Like a bunch of times we got when you just rotated to the point, we were there. It's just we would wipe them like just as soon as like not fast enough before the rotations come, and then we can't hold off the rotation. And then
Yeah.
once the rotation comes, we can't stand up to the main force of the army. We just can't. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's another big thing is like I was saying, the LOL, the guys were just better geared, better PvP, right? It's like we're not winning enough of the individual battles as we should be. Which is tough, because like people are trying to gear up, and not everyone can be good PvPers, right? Not really an easy thing to solve.
Yeah. True.
I think the easiest thing at this point is keep practicing, and keep gearing up. I'm sure it was easier for LOL considering how much duping they were doing though.
Lol. Idiots. Should work my logging. Get logging up to 200. Where can you tell me where I can find dried wolves?
Yeah. Hold on. Are you? I actually need to work on mine as well. So you just go to Eden Grove, like that path that leads up to what do you call that? Tree Guy? I think it's right here. This one? No, sorry. This one. I think it's this. Try to remember now. It's either this one or this one. Okay, one of these. I'm pretty sure it's this one. No. Essentially, is I think you like go here or something, and basically there's like a lot of wolves that spawn in this area, and then you kill them, and then if you like go in this corner or something, I don't know. Richard was saying something about like one of these corners, like maybe here or something. You basically just camp in there and then they'll like respawn quickly. Maybe it was this one because it's out of the zone. Anyway, you just kill the wolves, chop them up. They'll respawn quicker than you can kill them, I think. So.
Okay. And that'll take me from 100 to 150.
I think I'll take you all the way to 200 because like it's their level like 60 plus. That's dropped. It's considered weirdwood, so I think it'll be really quick.
Okay, I'll do it now.
You want to go? Are you gonna go right now?
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Can I come? I haven't actually checked it out yet.
Yeah, sure.
Riley, which pieces are heavy for a medium build?
I don't know, man. Lol. But the most effective is chestwear, leggings, and then the rest because the heavy will double the amount of armor factor or armor rating. So if you use the one like gloves, is only gives you a quarter as much as chest does.
Right.
So ideally, you want like a heavy chest, maybe medium legs. Another medium and 2 light. I can't remember what the combination was, to be honest.
Ryan, did you see before the war? I was trying to talk to Kalana.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
I was trying to get. She was like, "Oh, I have con focus food." I was trying to get some from her, and she just was like completely ignoring me. Completely. I was like, I was in front of her. I messaged her personally. I traded with her twice. Nothing. I was like, come on. I even said in Discord. I was like, can I get one of those food?
I heard it in Discord, and I saw
Like-
you standing by her.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what to do. Like how I don't know, man. It's like so I was like, okay. She went into the war like she saw me or she was standing there and then she went into the war. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just buy on my own. So I poured to Everfall and bought my own.
Jeebus.
Man, it's so hard, Ryan, healing you guys.
Yeah.
Because just because like, obviously you can't keep everyone alive, but like there's several times there where both you and Zhao were basically dying, and I had to choose one who was going to live. You better believe you know which one I chose.
You bastard.
I tried to even it out, to be honest. Did you even notice? Did you even notice the heals coming in?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know. Was Odie in that war? Do you guys know? Did you see him there?
Yep, he was in.
Okay.
He was in NW and Chill's group.
Whose group?
NW and Chill's group. He's in the decoy group.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Didn't you still get top healing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was in Zhao's group and I focused mostly on just healing our group. I mean, I threw out heals when you guys weren't around, but I somehow still topped the healing chart. So I'm thinking, like, were these guys trying as hard as they usually do? Like, I don't know.
Maybe not.
Like, I went single target build for this. Who the hell's this guy?
Who the hell's this guy?
The fuck?
He's Scott's friends.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Now that's what I call an IRL guild. You guys want to hit up Tango guy later?
Sure. Sure. Tentacle.
You want my watermark upgrade?
Yeah, I'd like to get to a point where I can get legendaries. Be nice.
Because like, that's what like Malbane and the others are doing, right? They're just trying to get their watermark up so they can start doing dungeons, which is what we are gonna do.
Oh, it's so hard though because watermark or fucking getting your trade skills. It's so hard to get both of them up.
Yeah, it is. No one's asking you to do both. Just pick one to do at a time, right?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to just do watermark, Ryan.
And I'm still behind on watermark too.
Okay, well, I was about to say, like, if you get to 590 before the rest of them, then at least you gain legendaries. So.
Yeah, and you can get some pretty good gear at the dungeons. So, like, they're like, just because like crafting sets isn't the end all be all. You can get some pretty decent set from just doing watermark stuff.
Like, let's see what your guys' watermarks are right now.
Oh, don't look at mine.
Oh my lord, dude.
Which is from what kind is. It's better than mine now.
Yeah, but I was there basically all day. Like, I expected more progress, to be honest. I think I only made progress on like 2 or 3 items.
That's why I stopped doing it, because like, he was not giving me anything, so fuck it.
Wow. I get the next one then, bitch.
No.
Let me switch to an actually good weapon that's good against these guys.
So many life quintessences.
Yeah. You're probably gonna get so much weird wood you just want to dump it all.
I don't think I got weird wood from that.
You know? Or maybe it just counts as weird. He was saying there's like a thing up here, you just sit up here. We should set up a camp. Oh. Maybe it's this corner. Oh, this thing. Maybe it's this thing here. Yeah, he said there's like a thing like right outside the wall where you can just sit up here.
Okay, let me throw down a camp over here.
Do you know where to set it up?
Nope.
Here, this is a spot I know how to set it up.
Around the corner, like along the mountain? No, that one.
No, it's actually really close. Like, it's actually here, just along the path. Well, where was yours? Yours might be closer.
I had to go around the mountain.
Okay, I know about that one, but I came by here, I think either today or yesterday. And there was like a camp set up just over here.
Like, we're not even close to any zone. Why are we still in the zone?
Sapterwood? Yeah. This one, like, right up here, I think. Right along here.
Where is this?
Well, kill this guy first.
How much is the gold edition?
This guy.
100 something, 108 bucks or something like that.
Oh, I'm out. How much is the regular edition?
80 bucks, I think.
Joe's looking to play too. No, it wasn't down here, Riley. It was up here. Like, it's literally. I don't know how he set it up though.
Maybe he went out of the zone and then came back. I'm gonna try that.
Maybe, yeah. You have to go so far here, though.
Yeah. The hell? There's someone here.
Is that 3 guy?
Hello?
Yo, it's this fucking guy.
Okay, we're outside of a zone now. Let's try and...
Do you have it?
No, you have to go all the way to land on that side.
I mean, like, did you not bring up the menu?
Yeah, this is how we did it. Once you leave, you can come back.
Oh, I see. You just like when you're in the zone, you don't leave the zone until you're over there. But when you're come back in, you don't enter the
Dude,
zone.
I have nothing. Do you have
You-
flint?
You put it down. I have flint.
Nice.
Yo, gypsy strats.
The gypsies. Richard always knows the gypsy strats.
Yeah. Okay. Those party. You know that D's nuts guy, right?
Yep.
The guy in yellow or whatever. I was at Tree Guy 2.0 with him, and he parted up. He was just like chatting, and one of the guys from that Ransaka guild was like flagged up, and he was like in there. He's like messing up the spawn timer, and that D's nuts guy was like, "I apologize for yellow. We're full of retards."
It's hilarious. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, could be.
Because this is outside the zone.
You just shoot the wolves from here. Well, they just retreat.
I think you need to actually like kill them. Faster.
I hate the bug where it's like, oh, I can't chop this guy because he's on a fucking incline. Oh god.
Not gonna lie, this is still a grind.
Yeah, but it's probably the quickest one. There's a couple over there. Oh, oh! Maybe spot.
Hey, actual weird wood.
Do you not drop those ones?
Wait, why'd I stop? Oh, okay.
This one's like almost unchoppable.
So that's weird wood. Oh, there's more coming. I mean, at least they die fairly quickly.
True. How many hits does it take you?
To chop these guys up?
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4. Okay, I took 3 of them. Oh, you stuck.
I really wish I had my hatchet here.
Oh, they respawn really quick. Holy shit. This is like Boar Home, but for fucking wood wolf.
Wood wolf home?
Yeah. Wolf home.
I hate logging.
I mean, mining wood isn't much better.
Guess so. Just seems to move slower. Maybe I'm just making that
Yeah.
up.
You're not getting weird wood from these guys? We're getting a lot.
I
You
am,
guys-
man. I just
Where do you guys go to do mining?
I did cutlass keys.
Yeah, the same thing we were doing with it.
Oh, really?
I've mastered the art of dodging while logging. You know what? You'll be good for this? You'll be back.
Yep.
So that after that.
Again, I wish I had my hatchet.
Oh my god, weak.
Wait, what?
The guilty guy we can see.
Oh. I'm not even wearing my XP axe.
What do you need to make glittering ebony? Is it like a rare drop from these guys, or you craft it?
I think it's a rare drop from Ironwood, but the rare drops are only like 30 gold a piece, I think.
Oh. So they're not actually that rare.
Apparently they're less rare than the mining ones. So. Good thing you're here, else I'd be wasting a lot of pots on this.
Wow, I'm going. See you later.
Wow.
This fucking wolf. Can you maybe Ryan chop this one? I can't get it.
What?
I meant Ryan.
Ah man, I think I need a break from this game soon.
Yo, Battlefield. Do
I
it.
can't drop. I can't harvest that guy.
You've been going at it pretty hard.
Seriously. Too hard.
Well, maybe not hard enough.
Oh shit, you're right. I must go harder.
War declared cutlass. Oh boy. Whole bunch of these. Hey, get back here.
I didn't say you could leave.
I mean, this is actually... It's still slog, but this is quicker than mining.
You think?
I think
I guess
so.
because you don't have to like travel to the.
That's my biggest problem with mining. There's so much runtime.
Skinning is really. That's probably the easiest.
Dude, I didn't even try with skinning. I got that to 200. But like I didn't even have to try for that one.
Yeah. Needs like 17 ebony, 16 glittering ebony to make one bow. It's kind of crazy.
Dang.
Are some of these wolves bigger than other wolves? Though. Some of them
Not
take
all wolves are made the same. They're spawning quicker than we can chop them. You can have that one.
Am I 150 yet?
No.
How low is Ironwood? 175.
175. It's basically the orichalcum of yeah. This guy's still in LOL.
Please, dude, go get your own spot. I was doing skinning earlier, and like people would pass by, and I'd give them a nice
On the bum.
angry look.
Oh. Give him the old, what was it, BDO welcome? My spot, GTFO.
My spot, and then when they say duels for spot, I'd be like, no. Nice, 110 already.
Yo, this guy beat me in logging already.
Hundies. God, you're about to die.
Always trust your.
I don't trust.
If you really want to do damage to these guys, put fire gem in your weapon. I think these guys are weak to fire.
Gem. I have a musket.
No. This guy's also farming wool. I mean, there's a big respawn, but
I think it was good for us.
yeah, just for the two of us.
Go away, fool.
Yeah. Getting a lot of life quintessences from this.
Yeah. Oh, dude, lumberjack shirt. Hello.
Yo, for me?
Extremely lucky.
I feel like we should be wearing logging look for this.
Plus 20 con. Hello.
On? The one stat you never invested? It's fucking gay. I'm also cornered. I'm coming.
Hit me.
They literally
Oh,
pinned me in the corner.
Yeah, never mind. He killed me.
You get the camp. Ali, how could you let the wolves get the best of you?
Oh shit! I need my hatchet, man. Hatchet would be so much better.
Hatches is good. Great axe is actually really good too. Just because you can do AoE with it.
I just want the heal from Berserk. Plus hatchet does bonus damage to them. I guess so does Great Axe.
It's actually not bad. Not a bad way to get Azoth if you got that Azoth on logging or whatever.
Azoth?
Azoth.
Have you guys played Age of Empires 4?
Chris and Travis have played a bit. Travis more than anyone else. Looks like a really solid game.
I fixed my Battlefield issue.
Oh. Oh, what was the fix for it?
I don't know. I just turned a bunch of things off. And I followed the guide. And I really wish it was Windows settings.
Do you think it's Windows
I
11?
deleted cache. No. It was a Windows 10 guide, so no. Does the mouse lag issue? Oh, it's gone. Nice.
You didn't see nothing.
Got it that way.
I was trying to shoot that guy.
I am encumbered.
I was gonna ask you, when you're out mining, what did you do? Like, because when I was out in Cutlass Keys, I would get encumbered before I could get back to the town. You just dump it on the ground?
Yeah, I drop gold first and then silver.
Now it's a part.
What have you done? All mine.
No.
I like how I think that's our guys up at Tree Guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And area chat.
Oh. I have it turned off right now.
No, not voice chat, just area chat.
No, I mean like in my feed.
Oh, I see.
I don't see it. Oh, there I see it. Yeah, that's oh, by the way, that reminds me. I invited fuck, what was her name? It's like, wait, let me just check the company thing. What is their name? Nakji. Fresh level 60. Nakji.
Nakji. Wow.
Apparently, because someone from Anglers messaged me saying like, "Yo, are you guys recruiting?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, my sister just hit 16. She wants to join your company. I was like, okay.
Well, why not your company?
I was like, why not Anglers? And he was, I think she likes your heart-shaped logo. And I was like, well, it's hard.
Somebody you want to have in your guild.
It's hard to resist the heart hands, you know.
It's okay. This guild's full of Begas already. What's another Bega?
Yeah. Whatever.
Ryan's the prime Bega.
Yo. Hey man.
Leader of
I
the
can't
Bega squad.
just because I can't output DPS like Zhao can.
Well, that's not the reason. Are we 200 yet? Come on.
No. Yes, please.
Fuck, I really want to play Battlefield.
Let's play Battlefield so I can watch. You bitch. Just play Battlefield so I can watch while I get gains.
I hate you.
Yo, gains? Oh shit, I'm encumbered.
Drop some of that weird wood, man.
Oh, like I literally can't move. What?
Good luck, man.
Drop them.
What is this? Random stuff.
Dude, well, I gained back like 200 Azoth already.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like if you have the Azoth on chopping.
Do I?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know, do you?
I have it. It's not bad. But some will succeed mobs if you kill them, you get Azoth back. Maybe that's why. Oh shit! I picked up the stone and dropped. Just gonna. Yeah, Riley. You can have 4,000 weird wood.
Oh, thanks. It's kind of sad though. Okay, I think you actually sell that for like a little bit of money.
Oh shit! Seriously? Oh, I'll be right back.
Well, I bought my weird wood. At Windsor, I believe.
Yeah, but you're a sucker.
Excuse me?
How much does it go for?
I can't remember. I think I spent like 500 gold on it.
I am poor AF.
There you are.
Yo, rude.
Wow. I saw your money.
You saw nothing because there's nothing there. I have no money.
You have like the same amount of money I had and I quit after 4 fucking days.
Yeah, I'm also the same faction you were when you quit.
That has nothing to do with the amount of money you have.
Lol.
Maybe if
it
you
kind of
guys
does a
agreed
little.
little harder,
It kind
you
of
wouldn't be having this problem.
like if we were green, I'd be swimming in it right now. Swimming.
Green is gonna run Merc in at 10:30.
Oh, yo.
I'm in.
Yeah, we can form a group.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I will join.
I will not pass opportunity to reach after me.
10:30, you said?
Yep.
I'm gonna get some
That's Battlefield time for you.
quick Battlefield in before 10:30.
Yeah, if you can get into the game. Lol.
I want to see the hazard zone, man.
Yeah, man.
No.
Oh, I am encumbered again.
What can you even do with weird wood?
Woodworking.
Like, can you make timber and lumber and shit out of it? Or do you need it to make,
No, you use it to make wood planks.
I could really work on my woodworking actually. Shoot.
You use it to like lumber turns into timber, timber turns into wood planks. I'm assuming that's to make iron wood planks. I actually should be keeping this because I need to do the ironwood stuff.
Just load up on a bunch before you leave. If you want to keep, just pick up and drop. That way it doesn't disappear.
That works.
I think it does, yeah. Like pick it up and then drop it. I think that the despawn timer is pretty short though, like 5 minutes or something.
I don't see any streams.
I'm gonna break the game. Yeah, it's working right now.
It's
I'm gonna
entertainment.
I'm gonna play Portal. Fuck up. Dude.
What's Portal?
We'll find out.
Angels?
Angels.
VIP Fiesta? Hello?
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 Oh, got in. Holy shit.
Good, yeah, see it. Glad the servers explode over here too.
VIP Fiesta. Is that code word for buy stuff off the cash shop?
Oh, it's game mode. Silly.
Yeah, fuck.
Cash is up here.
I've played too many free-to-play MMOs with cash shops.
Oh, this is a full price AAA game with a cash shop.
That's it.
Where's your god now?
Oh, I have no god.
Oh shit, like all the guns are the fucking dude. Doggers. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna rank me up. Something tells me it won't. Can I like do the oh wow, you can't even do like the on the fly mod thing.
Are you using an XM8?
I'm using a Battlefield Bad Company 2 gun on a Battlefield Bad Company 2 map.
That's a fucking XM8, bitch. You son of a bitch. Actually like that gun. People call it the fish gun.
You're a fish gun.
Thank you.
Okay, fucking seriously? The old fall through the floor definitely by accident maneuver.
Why did I attack you?
God. So Renus is trying to get me to shock all the
Time to get more practice in.
Nice.
Man,
No,
you're gonna
dude.
become the faction leader.
No, I don't want to at all.
Riley's the new general of Purple.
Yeah.
Are you Riley?
Oh, I will vote him for him.
Oh my god, fucking squad. Jesus Christ. Okay, all of you just died. Jesus. Holy fuck, you're all useless. guess I'll just run back. It's actually incredibly fucking pog that the old maps and shit are all back in the game.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Most time they don't do that.
It's like a remake, but not. Totally not a remake. At least they didn't sell it for more money, like every other company. Have you heard about the Rockstar like shit that's going on right now?
No.
GTA.
Oh, I mean, GTA
Remaster is like a fucking...
they've been like reselling GTA 5 for years now.
Yeah, well, they remastered all the original ones, took the old ones off the Steam market, and now if you don't own them, you're fucked. You'll never get them again. You only
Wait,
get
what?
the remasters, and they're trash. So good luck.
Yeah, that's
Not
bullshit.
that you probably care about fucking, you know, but...
I mean, if I did, though, that's
Fuck.
bullshit.
Wait, how does he have an M16A2? I only have this fucking shitty M8. What? M16 was insane in this game. Do I not have it as a medic? Oh, I have to play as assault. That's not happening. Fucking medics are too good in this game.
Fucking medics. Too good in this game.
Good, man.
Fucking shit. Okay. Wish I had fucking cover and a scope. Fucking boober. I wish I had a squad that wasn't just
It's gonna be
AFK.
impossible to get.
Guys trying to throw grenades at the helicopter.
Well, how else are you supposed to kill a helicopter? Oh, we're defending. Oh. I see. This makes sense now. Oh, what? Why am I not in the combat zone?
What?
Jesus.
Portal's pretty fog. I'm actually pretty stoked with it. It's like the best parts of all the best games, all in one game. I'm down.
Does it make up for the lack of team deathmatch?
Okay, fucking. I don't believe there's no damn team deathmatch. I actually don't believe that. So there's no way there isn't. Like that would be such a massive omission.
I think Portal has it.
I'm hoping I'm getting experience for this. I'm getting experience for something.
All over there, okay.
Oh my god, they have the AN-94 in this game? That thing was so stupid in this game. What was always kind of funny about Battlefield 2, still to this day, including 2042, has the best destruction of any Battlefield. I don't know if it translates into this, though. It's like the same, not the same game. Oh, for fuck's...
Did you see what rank I was in the faction?
I recorded it. Some more records, really.
I was 61 overall. I'm interested if I was like 4. I must have been like 40 or something in the faction.
I mean, if you're busy shot calling, your rank's gonna suffer a bit, right?
Yeah, no, legit, I was like half the time dead. Because I couldn't focus on what the fuck was happening. I was literally looking at everywhere else besides my character.
Gear these guys drop are not too impressive.
It's good repair parts.
This bro. Try to like kill him away from this fucking rock.
Yeah. This wolf is uncuttable.
Oh no. Oop. I almost had it. Yeah, fuck that all.
Ain't no come back.
So many wolves.
Too many.
I've heard some people say dryad bears are good for mining. I wonder how true that is.
Dryad bears?
Yeah, remember those bears in like... You know, like the kinds you see in Malevolent, right?
Yeah, I've only ever seen them once.
Because there was that place in, I think, Weaver's Fen, there's like a bunch of them. Although those
Yeah,
are like lower
at the
level. Yeah.
start.
I wonder if they're worth doing. $125. Oh shit.
125?
Yes.
Oh, yo, I thought I was ahead of you. I'm at 118.
I was. Well, you stopped chopping for a bit there.
Oh yeah, that's because fucking just so horrendous. Why doesn't anyone in people want a shotgun?
Because it's too much work. It's stressful.
It's your fucking war. Why aren't you shotgun for yourself?
It's stressful, and people don't want to get blamed for when we lose. If we lose, I should say.
No, the next one's gonna be an actual war. So.
I hear the anglers, like he's like the leader of the anglers, isn't he?
Yep.
I think they don't seem to like to shot call.
They love pushing territory, though.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Please.
I think that's why, because when Richard was describing the exploits team, he said to pull the wolves to the corner. That's probably why, because they spawn so fast. You don't want to be killing them here in the center. If you're solo. Alright, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit after this next one.
Okay.